Hi, it's Mikexingchen. You know, there are really only two types of people when it comes to the Nuremberg events of 1561. You're either a motor or a scully, because you're either passionately out to prove it or to debunk it. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. In April of 1561, a local broadcast sheet ran a story detailing a fierce fight of what appeared to be warring fleets of unidentified flying objects over the city. According to multiple eyewitness accounts, it was between 4 to 5 in the morning when they looked up at the sky, shocked to find the sun radiating a ruddy glow and surrounded in all directions by unidentified flying objects. Citizens saw what appeared to be two crescent-shaped flying objects in bright blood red, and the circular objects coated in the color of dark oxidized iron zooming across the sky. The sun was flanked by large cigar-shaped airships filled with incandescent globes with a number of chrism crosses and two big rods hovering nearby. Clusters of large discs, 3 red orbs arranged in a line and 4 more arranged in a square were also seen moving around the sun. In the blink of an eye, the orbs launched a strike against the rods near the sun. Then the glowing orbs inside the airship flew out and started attacking other globes in their path. An intense aerial battle ensued for an hour, with casualties crashing in a trail of smoke towards the ground. And when things finally cleared, a massive black aircraft shaped like a point of a spear with its shaft to the east and its tip pointing west suddenly appeared. The people interpreted its appearance as a sign from God, a warning that the smite of God will strike if they don't repent for their sins or if they ignore his warnings. Now, while the whole encounter could easily be dismissed as a clever marketing ploy by a tabloid to sell more copies, it's also what sets the Nuremberg apart from other unexplained phenomena because there's a traceable record of it. A woodcut illustration that accompanied the broadsheet article is now on display at the, I'm gonna mess this up, Zentrum Bibliothek Zurich Museum in Switzerland. Created by artist Hans Glaser, the woodcut vividly captured the aggressive fight in the sky over the city of Nuremberg. And the image is still what really keeps us guessing over whether or not the aerial battle really happened. According to the woodblock mystery, it's the appearance of another woodblock image that share eerily similar elements from Glaser's work. This time, the unattributed print appears 5 years later in a local gazette in Basel, Switzerland, accompanying an article contributed by a student of liberal arts named Samuel Koscius. Just like in Nuremberg, the 1566 Basel incident also happened at dawn, with the entire town waking up to an armada of black orbs circling the sun at high speeds. The flying globes then, without warning, started attacking one another, striking into each other with so much force that some of the orbs started to burn bright red before being consumed by their own flames and vanishing into the atmosphere. Similar to Nuremberg, this occurrence was also interpreted as a heavenly sign. People believed it was God's way of telling all citizens to repent for their sins and renew their faith in the Catholic Church or else. It is also possible that both supernatural events being attributed to the divine is not a coincidence either, especially when the power and influence of the Catholic Church was under threat from the Protestant Reformation in the same time period, because the church probably saw the Nuremberg and Basel events as an opportunity to regain its influence over Europe by taking advantage of people's voracious appetite for sky spectacles to preach the central tenets of the religion. But as the 17th century welcomes the Industrial Revolution, the early modern period brought with it a shift from astrology to astronomy. Marked by the invention of the optical tools like the telescope, more people are now looking to science instead of religion to explain the paranormal. So in the case of the 1561 Nuremberg event, the most widely accepted scientific explanation of what the townspeople believed was an aerial battle among aliens is an atmospheric phenomenon known as a sundog. Sundogs are made from light reflecting off ice crystals suspended in the coldest parts of the Earth's atmosphere up more than 20,000 feet high up. These flat hexagonal ice crystals act as prisms, bending light as it enters and exits the surface to form two mock suns at exactly 22 degrees from the sun. While these orbs are often just white, they also sometimes take on different colors depending on how the light hits the ice place. Often they take on the appearance of a ball with a red center and a bluish outer shell. Aside from the circles, these light reflections also form other shapes, like the 22-degree halo, which, as its name suggests, forms a perfect ring of light 22 degrees around the sun, or sun pillars, which are tube-shaped beams of light shooting from the sun and up into the atmosphere. There's also the circumzenithal arc, or the upside-down rainbow, a half circle located 46 degrees above the sun. Although its colors are not as clearly separated as a rainbow's, violet and red are the most visible hues. Modern scientists believe that there are at least 20 types of these light refractions that appear during a sundog. However, they estimate that there could be more formations that haven't been seen yet because sundogs quickly disappear as soon as the sun reaches a certain height. So if we apply the sundog theory to the 1561 Nuremberg event, everything mentioned in the article does have a astronomical interpretation. The glowing red orbs that they saw circling the sun could have been sundogs appearing together with a 22-degree halo. The crescent-shaped objects could have been an upper, lower, or circumzenithal arc, and the cigar-shaped flying objects could have been light pillars coming from the sun. So the mysterious bright spots in the sky that the citizens of Nuremberg saw on that fateful day in 1561 could have really just been that, bright spots in the sky. No warring alien fleets, not the smite of God either, but simply a perfectly regular atmospheric phenomena involving light refractions. But while the sundog theory might provide a sound scientific explanation for the mysterious aerial alien battle, there's still one thing that it can't explain. If indeed aliens descended on Earth and engaged in a fierce battle with their air fleets. Now for me, I do believe in aliens. I do think they have very advanced technology, way more advanced than us, and I do believe they probably have gripes with each other. So is an alien battle out of the question? I don't think so. But my question is this: if aliens did descend on Earth and engage in a fierce battle with their air fleets, why did they choose Nuremberg? Why did the battles happen at dawn? Are aliens just like really big morning people? But regardless whether you're a Mulder or Scully when it comes to this event, there is only one thing that is for certain. Because regardless of whatever theories we have about what happened over 400 years ago, none of us really knows for sure. So I guess the truth is still out there. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this was a crazy alien battle? Or do you think people were just really just seeing sundogs everywhere? Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.